Blobcraft. The most epic and awesome survival Minecraft world.
And to think that most of it was built by one man? Wild. I am your host, the Observer. No, I'm not a ripoff of the Watcher. I know all past, present and future, but only about Blobcraft, which makes me best for this brand new series, the Blobcraft Files. Also, I have taken Amble's form. No, don't worry, he's fine. He'll have his body back very soon. Today, we are exploring a special building with special secrets. The WRO, the World Resource Organization. Why is there an organization inside this Minecraft world? Well, let me tell you about it with an interview with Blob the Builder himself. First question, why is it there?
I kind of own everything, and that's a bit OP. Like, I could just evict someone from their house and be like, I own this land. So I didn't want to have to like own everything. I wanted help with it because spawn wasn't just like me; it was everyone's. Because like a town. So instead, we made the WRO so that would own all of the public amenities. So then it'd be like really easy to be like, oh well, you know, the public farms owned by the WRO, the roads owned by the WRO. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like a government body.
It is currently in the heart of Blobcraft, which is Spawn, right next to the community tree farm. Believe it or not, when we look to the past, we actually can find a sign that says Lumberyard. And that's because it was going to be a lumberyard. Tree farm, lumberyard. Tree farm, lumberyard. Tree farm, lumberyard. It makes a lot of sense. But something changed. And what was that?
So like Spawn was a single player world, so it wasn't called Spawn, it was just the way you spawned in the world. Then when we made it a realm, it became the epicenter because that's where everyone spawned and where the pool is. So we built shops around it, and then more people had houses, so there ended up being loads of like different buildings owned by different people. So there was a matter of like who owns what, and so that owns Spawn. So I traded over all my rights to the WRO.
The trade of farms, building, general infrastructure, and much more made the WRO one of the wealthiest bodies in the entire Blobcraft server. So wealthy, in fact, it employed two of its largest players, Amble and Blobcraft. But who, you may ask, is employing them? The Taskmaster, a faceless man. His identity is unknown. Of course, as the Observer, I do know who this mysterious figure is. You want to know? Well, you just have to wait and find out. Because it's simply no fun spoiling it. Where do you think the WRO is going to head? Is it a more positive influence on the server, or is it more of a negative influence? Is it good that by trading off these assets to the WRO has created an equality on the server so Blob isn't too powerful? Or is it negative and now is the WRO going to abuse it? You just have to find out. And with that, thank you very much. Now you know a bit more about Blobcraft. Do you want to find out even more? There is a world tour where Blobcraft and Amble tour around the world. It's now a little bit dated, but it'll give you the general vibe of the size and scale of the world. And outside of that, I would like to thank Carnage at the start for the voiceover. Did a lovely job. You'll find his channel link down below. Blobcraft did a lovely job with the interview. Thank you very much. Link down below. And of course, you can find Amble's links down there below as per usual. If you want to see more of the Blobcraft files, if you want to see more of the Blobcraft files, please let me know by showing your support. Comment, like, subscribe, the whole thing. On which comments, I like to do a little bit where we talk about the comments. So here's a comment from the last video. And here we have Multiverse Anthony. I know it's meant to be for Amble, but I simply had to take his place. So let's read it. You should never smile at monkeys because showing your teeth to them is a sign of aggression to them, and they may attack you. well, Amble should be grateful he still has a face then, because clearly that was a very silly thing to do. And if you want to see any more videos by Amble or myself, please, links on the screen now. This is because it's the end. Thank you very much for watching. Seriously, if you made it this far, good. I'm happy that you enjoyed it. Or not, I don't know. I'm just dragging it out to